ladies and gentlemen. You're listening to Decades with Joe E. Kramer. Too true to believe, too true to be true. You be the judge.
You turn the time circuits on. Say, kids, what time is it?
It's 7 o'clock at WWRR Scranton Wilkes-Barre.
Are you telling me you built a time machine?
This is the sound of the 80s generation. Decades with Joe E. Kramer starts now. On 105 The River.
All right, here we go. It is another week of Decades. It's me, Joe E. Kramer. You ready for a big old ride tonight? We got not 1 hour, but 2 hours of the one and only, the most popular show on a Saturday, segment on a Saturday night, Decades and Hairspray at 8. 2 hours of the hair metal tonight. You do not want to miss it. You do not want to miss it. Keep it right here around the world at 105theriver.net, Decades with JoeEKramer.com, and Jane Shot.
Blasting out the hits. The Master Blaster. This is Decades with Joe E. Kramer. It's Joe E. Kramer with Decades.
The biggest hits.
That's right.
105 The River.
5 full hours of retro radio every Saturday night. If you watch The Walking Dead, this song was played in last week's episode, along with Easy Street, but love the jam. A town called Malice. This is Decades on Total Reach Radio.
Stop dreaming of the quiet lives of someone we'll never know. Quit running for the runaway bus, those rosy days are few. When someone apologizing for the things you've never done. Time is short and life is good, but it's up to us to change the town of Malice. Rolls and rolls of disused milk and dine in the dairy yard. And 100 lonely housewives clutch empty milk bowls to their hearts. Hanging out their own love letters on the line to cry. It's enough to make you stop believing when tears come fast and furious and the town of Malice. Struggle after struggle, year after year. The atmosphere's bright, blend your minds, our moments don't compare. It's town of Malice. Ooh, yeah. Groceries believe, Sundays roast beef. It's dashed against the co-op. So either cut down beer or the kids will give. It's a big decision in a town called Malice. Ooh, yeah. First on the sleep train, it goes down my track. It's like the one we found from nowhere, just going round and round. When that gets in, we get sweet. Lost laughter in the breeze. Going round and I probably will, but I should have put your joy back in this town of Malice. Town called Malice.
Decades with Joe E. Kramer.
I'm gonna study, and I French kiss. Well, everybody does that. Yeah, but Daddy says I'm the best at it.
On 105 The River.
When I start making love, I don't just make love, I be stroking. That's what I be doing. I be stroking. I stroke it to the east, and I stroke it to the west. I stroke it to the woman that I love the best. I be stroking. Let me ask you something. What time of the day do you like to make love? Have you ever made love just before breakfast? Have you ever made love while you watch the Late Late Show? Well, let me ask you this. Have you ever made love on a couch? Well, let me ask you this. Have you ever made love on the back seat of a car? I remember one time I made love on the back seat of a car, and the police came and shined his light on me, and I said, I'm stroking. That's what I'm doing. I be stroking. I stroke it to the east, and I stroke it to the west, and I stroke it to the woman that I love the best. I be stroking. Let me ask you something. How long has it been since you made love? Huh? Did Did you make love yesterday? Did you make love last week? Did you make love last year? Or maybe it might be that you're planning on making love tonight. Well, just remember, when you start making love, you make it hard, long, soft, short, and be stroking. I be stroking. I stroke it to the east, and I stroke it to the west, and I stroke it to the woman that I love the best. I be stroking. Now, when I start making love to my woman, I don't stop until I know she's sassified. And I can always tell when she gets sassified, because when she gets sassified, she started calling my name. She said, Clarence Carter, Clarence Carter, Clarence Carter, Clarence Carter. Ooh, shit, Clarence Carter. The other night, I was stroking my woman, and it got so good to her. You know what she told me? Let me tell you what she told me. She said, stroke it, Clarence Carter, but don't stroke so fast. If my stuff ain't tight enough, you can stick it up my... Oh, I be stroking. I be stroking. I stroke it to the east, and I stroke it to the west. I stroke it to the woman that I love the best. I be stroking. I be stroking. I be stroking. I be stroking.
Total Reach Radio, this is Decades. How about that one? 1982. Clarence George Carter. He is like 80 years old, I believe he is. He still tours extensively, especially down south, Alabama, the Carolinas, Louisiana. But Clarence Carter, Clarence George Carter, born January 14th, 1936. So he'll be turning 81. Still out there on the road. Of course, he had Patches. He had Backdoor Santa, which is always popular around Christmas. Slip Away, Too Weak to Fight, and Strokin', 1985. Did I say 82? 1985. I apologize. All right, tonight, no Decades Artist Spotlight tonight. We're going to have another one coming up. Of course, Christmas is on its way. We're only about 6 weeks away. Johnny Mathis will once again join us this coming Christmas. As always, what a great guy. He's another one. 81 years old. He's still out there touring every single year. He did, I think, 180 dates this past year, so he's still out there. So you don't want to miss us talking to Johnny Mathis again this year. Coming up before Johnny Mathis, though, we're going to be getting, let's see, I'm thinking Lorraine Lewis. We're going to have Lorraine Lewis here. She's from a band called Femme Fatale. And they were big in the 1980s, into the 90s. They're back together now. So we'll be talking to Lorraine Lewis in the coming weeks. So don't want to miss it. Meanwhile, Rex Havoc will be here later on. We'll do Hairspray at 8. Not 1 hour, but 2 hours. 2 full hours of me and Rex on the radio. It's always interesting. Meanwhile, got Michael Jackson on the way, new edition, and the 8-track classic flashback coming up. Don't you go anywhere. This is Decades on Total Reach Radio.
Decades with Joe E. Kramer. Turn it up.
Count me out. Fellas want to hang and say tonight just for the game, but you'll have to count me out tonight if I can't bring my girl. Don't look surprised when I tell you that. Gotta spend some time with my baby, yes. So if that means we're gonna rain on your parade, you'll have to count me out. You're gonna have to count me out. know and feel at ease. If you count me out tonight, she's gonna be with me wherever I go. She's got a sweet personality. She saves her kisses just for me. So if that means we're gonna rain on your parade, you'll have to count me out. You're gonna have to count me out. You'll have to count me out. I'm saving kisses for my baby. You'll have to count me out this time. You'll have to count me out. Count me out. You're gonna have to count me out. You'll have to count me out. My baby wants to be with me. You'll have to count me out. That's the way it's gonna be. You'll have to count me out. Count me out. Count me out. You'll have to count me out. You're gonna have to count me out. You'll have to count me out. I wanna be with my girlfriend. You'll have to count me out this time. You'll have to count me out. You'll have to count me out. You're gonna have to count me out. You'll have to count me out. I'm saving all my loving for you. You'll have to count me out this time. You'll have to count me out. I love my baby, but she's just a tease. And when I need her, I say, please, please, please. Can I hold you, squeeze you, 'cause I need you. Count me out. You'll have to count me out this time. Don't count me out. Don't leave me out. You'll have to count me out this time. You'll have to count me out. Count me out. You'll have to count me out. Count me out. You'll have to count me out. Count me out. You'll have to count me out. Man, we're going to the movies, into the park, and play a little ball till it gets dark. That's what being young is all about. Man, COUNT me out. Well, what about us? We're your friends. We wanna COUNT me in. No, not tonight. Where you going then? Tonight I wanna be with my girlfriend. You'll have to count me out. You'll have to count me out. You'll have to count me out this time. You'll have to count me out. Count me out. Count me out. Count me out. Don't count me out. Don't leave me out. Count me out. You'll have to count me out. You're gonna have to count me out. You'll have to count me out. I'm saving kisses for my baby. You'll have to count me out this time. You'll have to count me out. You'll have to count me out. You're gonna have to count me out. You'll have to count me out. I wanna be with my girlfriend. You'll have to count me out this time.
Total Reach Radio, this is Decades everywhere in the world. 105theriver.net, Decades with JoeyKramer.com, new edition.
This is Retro Radio.
Retro Radio.
Decades on 105 The River.
This band was given so many genres: power pop, alternative rock, Paisley Underground, whatever. From the Valley Girl soundtrack to Plimsoll, Million Miles Away on Decades.
Friday night, I just got back. I had my eyes shut. Was dreaming about the past. I thought about you while the radio played. Should have got moving. It's the reason I stayed. I started drifting to a different place. I realized I was falling off the face of your world. today. Bring it back today. Bring it back today.
It's Joe E. Kramer with Decades.
105 The River.
Crack open a new Coke and slip on those leg warmers. This is Decades on Total Reach Radio.
Look around, leaves are brown, and the sky is a hazy shade of winter. Hear the Salvation Army band. Down by the riverside, it's bound to be a better ride than what you got planned. Carry your cup in your hand. Look around, leaves are brown, and the sky is a hazy shade of winter. Hang on to your hopes, my friend. That's an easy thing to say. If your hopes should pass away, simply pretend that you can build them again. Look around, grass is high, to the right is the springtime of my life. Seasons change gracefully, leaving time in a tapestry. Won't you stop and remember? Look around, leaves are brown, and sky is a hazy shade of winter. Look around, leaves are brown, there's a patch of snow on the ground. Look around, grass is high, to the right is the springtime of my life. Seasons change gracefully, leaving time in a tapestry. Won't you stop and remember me? Look around, leaves are brown, and sky is a hazy shade of winter. Winter around, leaves are brown, there's a patch of snow on the ground. Look around, leaves are brown, there's a patch of snow on the ground.
Radio, this is Decades. That is the remix of the Bangles. One of my favorites, Hazy Shade of Winter from Less Than Zero right here on Decades. We have Hairspray at 8 coming up in just a little bit. 2-hour edition tonight. Do not want to miss it. Me, Rex Havoc. It's going to be very cool. Force MD's right here. Tender Love on Decades.
Here I lay all alone, toss and turn, longing for some of your tender love. I'm waiting for the right moment to come, so I can thank you for all the tender love you've given to me. Tender love, love so tender, pulling me close to you. Baby, I surrender. Candles, they light the dark. Now I see how lovely the feelings are. The tender love you've given to me. I want you more and more. Can't resist you more than I feel your touch. Tender love, loving me straight from the heart. Pull me nearer, please let me be a part of the tender love you're giving to me. Tender love, love so tender, holding me close to you. Baby, I surrender.
Decades with Joe E. Kramer gives you this week's 8-track classic flashback on 105 The River.
Saturday night, I
track classic flashback, number one song, 1976. They were the new kids on the block of the 1970s, except they had some talent. They did play all their instruments. They did write a lot of their songs, although they did a lot of covers. And that was their biggest hit here stateside. And they had a Saturday morning TV show, which I remember was on around 6 a.m. on CBS. It was like a variety show, very popular in the 1970s. And still out there, still touring, still making music. Bay City Rollers, right here on Decades. So we are coming right back at tonight. We got a special edition of Hairspray at 8, 2 hours. We will be doing it coming up next. Do not go anywhere. This is Decades on Total Reach Radio, 105 The River. Hang on.
It's 8 o'clock at WWRR Scranton Wilkes-Barre.
Hey, man, this is J.J. French from Twisted Sister.
Hey, it's Klaus Eichstedt from Other Kid Joe.
And the cats in the cradle and the silver spoon. Little boy blue and the man on the moon.
Hi, this is Stephen Piercy. You're listening to Decades with Joey Kramer. You're listening to Joey Kramer on Decades.
You're listening to Decades with Joey Kramer. I wanna rock!
This is Hairspray at 8 on Decades.
All right, here we go. It's another edition of Hairspray at 8, Saturday night, 2-hour edition. Rex Havoc is here.
Hola.
And 2 hours tonight. So we'll talk politics for 2 hours.
No way.
If this love is gonna stop the
high was your hair? This is Hairspray at 8. Decades on 105 The River.
What do you get when you got the best? The best woman in this wild, wild west. You got me smiling from coast to coast. A year from now we're still going for broke. And such a feeling never gonna stop. You got me spinning like a top. Yeah, now there's places where I haven't been, but I'll be back here to do it again. You said you wouldn't see me till you got your wedding dress. You're like no other, so undercover, I'll never see you again. Oh no, please don't leave me standing here alone. Got the best of me. No, please don't keep me hanging on too long. Got the best of me. Me and you, baby, we won't make a sound. That's what we do when there's no one around. It's not like me, I don't live in the past. Remember they said it wouldn't last. I like the door, throw away the key. I want them to say that you're with me. I'm not a liar and I don't care. I'm gonna make you play truth or dare. You said you wouldn't be with me till I cleaned up my mess. You're like no other, so undercover, I'll never see you again. Oh no, please don't leave me standing here alone. You got the best of me. No, please don't keep me hanging on too long. You got the best of me. Just think it over. When you think about it, you better think of me. Oh no, please don't leave me standing here alone. You got the best of me. No, please don't keep me hanging on too long. You got the best of me. No, please don't leave me standing here alone. You got the best of me. No, please don't keep me hanging on too long. You got the best of me. No, please don't leave me. You got the best of me. No, please don't keep me.
Total Reach Radio, this is Decades. It is Hairspray at 8. 2-hour edition of Hairspray at 8 tonight. Myself and Rex Havoc is here.
I am.
And apparently, we're having
Apparently
some.
nobody else is. Oh.
We're having some internet difficulty, but that is being addressed right at this moment. And if you don't, for some reason, if you don't get to hear it tonight, what is that hum? There's some kind of hum over there. Move your phone there.
Is that it?
I don't know what that is. Anyway, we got a hum now going on too.
I die in this studio, and I'm never speaking to you again.
I have no idea. We're all going to blow up all at once. We just heard Rat, Stephen Pearcy's new album, Smash, out January 27th. I know you're a big Stephen Pearcy fan.
Oh, yeah.
Something is humming. I don't know what it is.
I don't know. It's not me.
I don't know where. See, it is you. It's your mic.
Well,
Switch over to that mic.
oh, dear.
I'm going to make you move. See?
Is that better? Wow. It's just breaking stuff now. Wow.
There's no hum on that mic.
Okay, so it's that one.
So something's going on. Just talking to both of them.
Okay, I can do that.
I have no idea. I'm not worrying myself about these things anymore.
By talking to both of them, will I get an echo?
My OCD kicks in because then I'll be worrying about a hum all night. I think you're getting a hum in that one, too.
Wow.
It's something on your body that is making this hum.
Wow. There's so many jokes I want to make, but it's a family-friendly show, so I won't.
So much to talk about. Maybe we should talk a little politics.
Let's talk some baseball.
We'll give our updates. And,
come on, dude.
I don't like the Cubs.
Nobody likes the Cubs.
I don't like the Indians. I don't. And it played out just like I thought it was. The Indians went up 3-1. The Cubs came roaring back, and they won the World Series, and everything is right in the world. And
well, maybe that's what's going to cause them the hum. The place is going to blow up because the world can come to an end now. The Cubs have won the World Series.
They riot in the streets over the Cubs winning. Then they riot in the streets over the election.
I think we should just riot in the streets.
You might as well go over to the other mic because you're getting a hum on that one too.
Wow, man,
it's something on your body.
There's nothing on my body.
I have no idea what it is, but it's driving me absolutely crazy. Anyway,
now you know how I feel when you order me around.
I'm not ordering you. I'm just simply giving you a request so I can figure out what's going on here. I don't know what that's coming from. These are the things in life that drive me crazy. Presidential elections don't make me nuts. Who wins the Super Bowl or the World Series? But hums bother me. I'm just saying.
Okay.
It's just a thought. Anyway, very cool show tonight. We're going to have our Decades Artist Spotlight coming up in another week or so. Next up will be Lorraine Lewis from Femme Fatale. She is still smoking hot.
I still remember the first time I ever saw her.
I don't want to hear any of those stories.
It was a game show on MTV.
Yeah, she was on Remote Control.
Yeah, that was it.
We talk about that.
With Ken Ober and a very young Adam Sandler.
Yeah, wasn't Jenny? Oh, no, that was forget it. I won't even say what I was going to say. Jenny.
No, I don't remember. I don't remember who the girl was.
Jenny, I was going to say Jenny McCarthy, but she was on what was that show? Lip Service or something?
No,
Putting on the lips.
No, the dating show that Carmen Electra was on.
I don't even know what it was. Singled Out.
That was it.
Was that the name of it? All right, so we're gonna talk more. We got lots of stuff to talk about. Hairspray at 8 2-hour edition tonight, and the intro is on.
I hate you.
I know, it's great, but there's so much joy. If you missed tonight, you got the podcast. So here's
girls,
again.
Children of all ages, His Highness of Hair.
By the way, that's Matt Porter. He can't hear us now, so.
The guru of glam, the master of metal, the immortal and immoral Rex Havoc.
This is Hairspray at 8.
I always forget there's a jingle at the end of that. So. Not many people get jingles. You should be happy for that.
Nice.
Twisted Sister, Hairspray at 8, Hot Love. This is Decade.
Oh no, that girl, she's looking so fine. I know she knows what she's doing to the mind. Oh, does she know that I'm wanting her so? Well, there's one thing I know.
This is Hairspray at 8 with Joe E. Kramer on 105 The River.
That's the stories I told her full to reveal the highwayman, and my scars and bruises show that I am just what I am. There ain't no need to be ashamed. I think it's love again. I think it's love again. Yeah, I think it's love again. I think it's love again, yeah, yeah. Oh, but you can show me what it is. Well, I don't need to explain. I can see it in your eyes. I can feel it in your pain. I think it's love again. I think it's love again, yeah. I think it's love again. I think it's love again, yeah, yeah. And every man is an island, yeah. And every woman is the sea. And all the things I ever saw are all the things I ever wanted to be. And mean so much to me, yeah. To be in love again. To be in love again, yeah. To be in love again, yeah. I think it's love again, yeah, yeah. Oh, but you say I don't know when to stop. You slam on your brakes and I fall right off. You pick me up and you dust me down. You give me a kiss and I give you my crown. That is why I always know that I'm in love again.
Total Reach Radio, it is Decades, Hairspray at 8. The Dogs D'Amour.
I love that band.
See, that now, the Rex Havoc here is talking about the other version, which is released on their special edition re-record version of it.
I did not. No, my version does not have
your
that,
version. That is the version
I have
on the album.
The version I have at home, which again, I actually got it from Porter. So
you got it. Oh well, there's a reliable source.
Absolutely. My version does
he
not
can't
have
hear us anyway.
Does not have the piano at the beginning.
Because it was re-released in us. I love when artists, this is the new thing nowadays, is you re-release the album and you call it a special edition.
No. That re-released album just came out like last year. I've had that for probably 10 years now. You know, so
you had it since 2006.
Yeah.
But it was a special edition.
Wasn't a special edition.
Well, what would it be called then?
I don't know.
I mean, Poison just released Look What the Cat Dragged In. The 30th Anniversary Special Edition.
On hot pink vinyl.
Oh, see, that just annoys me. You think changing your lead singer annoys me? That is up there with the lead singer changing. When they re-release albums and call them the Special Edition version, and then they charge you $15 more for it, and there's absolutely no difference in the original.
Nope.
No, and you fall for it, hook, line, and sinker.
I'm not buying it.
Well, you said you bought it. You said you bought that one.
What?
The Graveyard of Empty Bottles?
No, you said the poison. I thought we were talking about the Poison thing. I'm not buying the Poison thing.
Well, I wouldn't buy the Poison thing either, but I'm just saying it's out there.
Yeah, I think I paid like 95 cents for it.
For what? The Poison thing?
No, the Dogs D'Amour thing.
It's about worth 95 cents. You probably got your money's worth.
Yeah. The internet's a wonderful place.
It's what?
The interwebs are a wonderful place.
The interwebs?
The interwebs.
What's the interwebs?
You know, that thing that's not working for you
right now. Oh, the internet.
Whatever.
Why do you call it the interweb?
Why not?
Right. So anyway, we're not talking politics. We're not talking about the Cubs. I gotta find.
Well, I'm pretty sure we're not talking about your Eagles either.
No, didn't I tell you a couple weeks ago? I said the Eagles will probably win 8 or 9 games. I wasn't disillusioned that they're gonna win 15 games.
My Raiders have a better record than your Eagles.
Your Raiders get to play a lot easier schedule also.
I think the last time that happened was 1980.
Like we talk about the Patriots. The Patriots get to play the Dolphins, the Jets, and who else? And the Bills twice in a season. That's 6 wins right off the bat. Before you even start.
Five. Buffalo beat them once.
Yeah, this year. But normally they don't lose to Buffalo.
This is Tom Brady's last year.
They say that every year.
No, this is Tom Brady's last year. Tom, I have a feeling that he came back this year just like he's upset about this suspension thing. He's gonna like
play it out. I hope he plays. I hope he plays 10 more years because I love Tom Brady.
I'm sure you do.
I love Tom Brady. 17 drummers in a row for the Bullet Boys. So it says right here. So
17
17. Their new drummer, their latest drummer left. They just hired their 18th drummer for the Bullet Boys.
Is it Tom Brady?
I don't know.
I should bring that up to my boss. My boss plays the drums. He could probably get a side gig playing for the Bullet Boys.
I don't know. Here's the drummer from Kix. We'll be right back. More Hairspray at 8 next.
This is Hairspray at 8 with Joe E. Kramer. Turn it up. keeping it stiff. This is Hairspray at 8 with Joe E. Kramer.
It is Hairspray at 8, and Kiss, You Make Me Rock Hard. Sounds exactly like Let's Put the X in Sex. Have you noticed that?
It does.
You make me feel and it goes all right. You make me rock like that.
Yeah, I was never a big fan of that album.
I was watching, they had the Kiss Cruise online, and they were doing Radioactive from the Gene. Why don't they do those kind of things, change up the set list in concert, and play songs like Radioactive?
I'm thinking it has something to do with having a captive audience, or like the audience.
You're telling me the audience wouldn't be thrilled to hear a different song other than Detroit Rock City, Love Gun?
No, but I mean, they're captive with the audience. Like,
you got to get closer to the mic there, Sport.
They can't go anywhere. The audience is on the same cruise ship as them.
But
so
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying,
leave.
don't you think people would like to hear songs other than Shout It Out Loud, Love Gun? What's that god-awful song I hate that I was talking about last time? War Machine?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, if I hear War Machine, I'm going to puke again.
Yeah.
I'm just change. They have so many great songs. Change it up. I mean,
point out, folks, I'm not the one like going off on.
No,
Kiss
again, I will say it. I love Kiss, but I think their shows are always the same. You always have the same songs. I'm just saying, add different songs to it. You know, play some stuff that you have. I would love to hear something like, I don't know, what is it? Turn Up the Night. Turn up the night. I would love to hear that in concert. Why? But they don't do that. What are you looking at that you're ignoring me while I'm talking to you?
I'm listening.
You know
to
you got me started in between the commercial break and in between the music break.
Listen,
so now I'm started, and I can't.
I'm gonna put go live again We're going to put it on the Kindle. We're going to put the Kindle right here so that people can, hear and see us both, okay?
Anyway, Kiss has their Kissology DVD box set. It is coming out, it's 85% done, says Tommy Thayer. And that's good because Tommy Thayer is pretty much 85% done if Ace Frehley comes back.
Ace Frehley won't come back.
I'm saying if he did. If
you have a better shot of Vinnie Vincent coming back.
My thought is if you can have Peter and Ace come back together, then you might as well not have either. Bring them both back, and if you want to do a final show, but make that your final concert tour, and then be done.
I don't see that happening.
I'm just saying. But Kissology is coming back. DVD box set, 85% done according to Tommy Thayer, and it was supposed to be due out November 2011. So now we're going into 2017. What are you playing there?
I'm not playing anything. It just started
I can hear it on the air.
It just started up.
Oh, we're starting tonight again. I can see.
Wow, man.
All right, we're going to do some Quiet Riot.
Slam dunk, way to go. What do you say? Let's rock and roll. All right. Come on. Woo! Well, I come to play and I play to win. Say the word and I'll stomp it in. I'm gonna slam it all the way. Dump it. What do you say when the whistle blows? Gonna fly the coop, pump me up and watch me shoot. Come on, jam it. Touch the rim, bump it, rust it in. Well, I'm built for comfort. I ain't built for speed. No, I can double your treble, triple your body heat. Just like this. Slam dunk, way to go. What do you say? Let's rock and roll. Slam dunk, climb the pole, drive through the middle and jam it home. Slam dunk, take control. Pick it up, baby, let's do it some more. Pick it up, baby, let's do it some more. Hey, hey, let's play. I want 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and more. A wham-bam shooter, I love to score. I'm gonna slam it all the way, pump it to penetrate. Take it to the left, shake it to the right, tuck it in the bucket, it feels alright. Jam it, bump and grind, alright. I won't sing no sweet romantic song, no. But I can do ya, you never know right from wrong. Here we go, slam dunk, way to go. What do you say? Let's rock and roll. Slam dunk, climb the pole, drive through the middle and jam it home. Slam dunk, take control. Pick it up, baby, let's do it some more. Pick it up, baby, let's do it some more. When I'm built for comfort, I ain't built for speed. No, no, no. Then I can double your treble, triple your body heat. Ow! Slam dunk, way to go. What do you say? Let's rock and roll. Slam dunk, climb the pole, drive through the middle and jam it home. Slam dunk, take control. Pick it up, baby, let's do it some more. Slam dunk, way to go. Go! Let's go! Slam dunk, way to go. What do you say? Let's rock and roll. Pick it up, baby, let's do it some more.
This is Hairspray at 8.
105 the river. She was on my mind back in 1985. A short black skirt and a heel so fine. We were young, living fast, no time to cry. Walking to the dawn and making love. All night. All night. She was so alive back in 1985.
Because you can never use enough hairspray.
Hairspray at 8.
Decades with Joe E. Kramer on 105 The River.
Radio, this is Decades. That is Rex Havoc's favorite song, Tear Down the Walls, Kicks.
I wondered if I could smack you and get away with it.
Why? There's nothing wrong. I'm going to say it right now. If it wasn't for the hair metal power ballads, this music would probably be irrelevant because that is what sold records. I mean, yeah, I agree. There's a lot better songs than just the power ballads on their records itself, but Don't Close Your Eyes is what got people into Kicks.
Wow.
Except for you. I'm just saying. I mean, that's what made them mainstream.
The actual, like people who are like been Kicks fans forever, they were into Kicks long before.
Motley Crue was big. But when Home Sweet Home was played on MTV every day, they exploded into the mainstream.
I'll give you that.
Look at even Kiss. Kiss was always a good band, but when Beth hit, they got a lot more people mainstream liking them because they heard Beth.
And then when they re-released it with Eric Carr,
it was even better.
Even better.
Even better when it was with Eric Carr. That I absolutely positively can agree with. No doubt about it. Even though some people don't agree.
Not naming names.
And no, Matt Porter. But it's just... So anyway, we were talking about the Bullet Boys. And apparently
that's Matt Porter, host of The Kiss Room.
Yes, that is Matt Porter, host of The Kiss Room. Which I was listening to the other day. He had a very cool Australian cover band on of Kiss. It was very different.
Yeah.
And I know he was feeling my pain about talking to somebody in Australia because they're like a day ahead of us. It's so weird. You never know.
Next time you do that, Matt, get the lottery numbers for me.
You know who I talked to the other day, and I'm going to be playing this interview probably not until after the first of the year, but I talked to the Ripper. Tim Ripper Owens.
Yeah.
The Ripper.
I have a good friend who has gone to his steakhouse that out there in Bar Rescue and
we talked all about that. Yeah, the steakhouse, he had to give up the steakhouse because he's never around anymore to do it.
Evidently, Tim is kind of a jerk.
Oh, he was the nicest guy. The interview is only 25 minutes, but I was on the phone with them for an hour.
Yeah.
Just with the thing. He was great. I mean, he was really a nice guy. And we talked about,
Well, yeah, because you're actually showing that you care about him.
We talked about he's touring everywhere. He's always with a different band play, and he has a couple bands out right now. He's touring with Judas Priest, or he was with Judas Priest, obviously. We know that. Maybe even he'll be the new Quiet Riot singer.
Or the new Bullet Boys drummer.
And you never know. Or he might play drums for Kiss.
Yo.
I'm just kidding. It was just a joke. Nobody understands my humor here. All right, we got a second hour of I almost said a second hour of the Kiss Room coming up. We got a second hour of Hairspray at 8 coming up. A lot of cool music. A band called Juliet. Do you remember them?
No.
Found the record in my house, right next to a little mouse. I found the record.
What are you on tonight, and where can I get some
I did find the record by Juliet. Right. It was what I bought a bunch of records all together at a flea market, a bunch of vinyl, and there was a Juliet vinyl in there. And there's
I do not remember a hair band called Juliet.
Juliet was kind of they were 1990ish. They were Mr. Big, Extreme, all those kind of bands. That's what Juliet was.
Oh, so
we're also going to do some Ace Frehley in the next hour.
So they are vomit-inducing.
That's not nice at all.
I'm just saying.
We're going to do them around the way. We're going to do some Dream Theater and a whole lot more. So stay right here. Hour number 2 of Hairspray at 8 coming up next right here. It's Decades on Total Reach Radio, 105 The River, 104.9 and 100.7 FM, 1340 AM, and around the world at 105theriver.net, Decades with JoeEKramer.com, and the Radio Bold app. We will be right back. Hang on.
This is the sound of the 80s generation on WWRR Scranton Wilkes-Barre.
Hi, this is Chip Snuffy. You're listening to Decades.
Hey, everybody. This is Janet Gardner from Vixen, and you are listening to Decades.
Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Billy Childs from Brittany Fox, and you're listening to Decades.
This is Hairspray at 8 on Decades.
All right, here we go. Hour number 2 of Hairspray at 8. Hey, Joey Kramer and Rex Havoc here.
Nice.
Say hi, Rex Havoc.
Hi, Rex Havoc.
Kick it off with Winger.
This is Hairspray at 8.
Oh, it must be magic how inside your eyes I see my destiny. Every time we kiss I feel you breathe your love so deep inside of me. If the moon and stars should fall, they'd be easy to replace. I would lift you up to heaven and you would take their place. When I saw red, when I opened up the door, I saw red. My heart just spilled onto the floor. And I didn't need to see his face. I saw yours, I saw red when I closed the door. I don't think I'm gonna love you anymore. Every day I wake up, I thank God that you are still a part of me. We've opened up the door to it, so many people never find the key. And if the sun should ever fail to send us light, we would burn 1,000 candles and make everything alright. When I saw red, when I opened up the door, I saw red. My heart just spilled onto the floor. And I didn't need to see his face. I saw yours, I saw red when I closed the door. And I don't think I'm gonna love you anymore. yesterday. I don't think I'm gonna love you anymore.
Radio, this is Decades, and that is Warren, I Saw Red. Now, that's one of my favorite songs by Warren.
I will admit I like that song.
I do like I Saw Red. Jani Lane was getting very much a poet in the early 1990s.
Yeah,
songs like Cherry Pie, I mean.
And it doesn't matter who's touring with that band now. I think is it still Robert Logan?
Robert Mason.
Robert Mason.
Right.
It doesn't matter whether it's him or Jamie St. James or whatever. Nobody sings those songs quite like that.
And I don't mind Robert. I had Robert Mason on the show, and he was very respectful. He realizes, he plays Jani Lane. He passed away. But they've stuck with him. They haven't had 35 lead singers, Quiet Riot, since, the inception. Or
18 drummers,
35 lead singers like The Rat Experience. Which,
they're only up to number 33.
Which, by the way, they're pulling in about 300 people per show now. The attendance has been terrible at the Rat Experience.
And at $40 a pop.
Now, we're currently on Facebook Live here. I'm trying to get a better view of this studio. This is what our setup kind of looks like. And I'm going to switch this around here. So, yes, I still use CDs. Love computers, but if you could look down here, you can see nothing but CDs. I'm very old school.
He's so old school, he didn't even know that you could put more than 10 songs on a CD?
I did know that. See, here's the problem. I had to have, usually do them as CDs. If I do them as a regular CD, I only get like 20 songs. But then you burn them as MP3s. But the problem is, then I got to track up to like 110. So that's my.
I gotcha.
That's my problem.
If I'm doing an MP3 CD, I don't usually put more than 25 on it.
So I'm going to move my microphone over here so you can see me. But you can always go to Facebook. Check us out, Decades with Joey Kramer. That's Joe E. Kramer because I can't use Joey Kramer. I'll get a cease and desist. So I got to do Joe E. Kramer. That's the Facebook.
Did you get it from the Aerosmith guy?
I don't know. I got one.
Or would it be the Aerosmith guy?
11 years ago when I first started this, I got a cease and desist for using Joe E. Kramer instead of Joe E. Kramer.
But my question is it coming from the Aerosmith
I don't
guy,
know who it came from.
Or is it coming from the
person
actor?
in charge at that point came in and showed me the cease and desist and pointed at it and said, "You're now Joe E. Kramer, not Joey Kramer." Just telling you the way it is. That's the way the cookie crumbles.
That's crazy.
I know it is. It's crazy.
I can't believe they can tell you can't use your name.
Believe
what is
me.
This, the WWE?
You can't say "Let's get ready to rumble." I just did, but I had a segment that was called that, and I got a cease and desist from that guy. I couldn't use it.
Do you know how much he gets paid every time he says that?
I know. So we're on Facebook.
Seriously, he makes something like $3 million every time he utters the phrase, "Let's get ready to rumble."
You could go to the 105 The River Facebook page. So it's 105 The River on Facebook, 105 The River, and you can check us out on Facebook Live. That's what we're doing now. You can see what's going on in between songs. Now, we're talking about vinyl. I bought a bunch of vinyl years ago because I'm still a vinyl maniac, and inside that vinyl packet was a band called Juliet. And I haven't listened to the record a lot. I did when I first got it, but then I figured this week I was going to pick out a song. And so this is straight from vinyl. The song is called Something You Should Know. The band is called Juliet. See who remembers this one. I know Rex Havoc doesn't, but
I do not.
Hairspray at 8 on Decades.
Turn and walk away. Pretend you don't know me. It's him you'll have to face. And can you love him only? They say our love was just a touch away. I know our dreams are full of yesterday. Tell me it's the end. Tell me that it's over. Just throw it all away. Or is it just a show, girl?
Hairspray, and lots of it. This is Hairspray at 8 on Decades.
For sure. Oh, come on and suck it to me one time. I love you. Wild thing, you make my heart sing. You make everything so groovy. My wild thing.
It is Hairspray at 8, and that is Mr. Ace Frehley.
And Miss Lita Ford.
Miss Lita Ford, that's from his album Origins. Which, is it Origins Volume 1 or Origins Volume 2?
I believe it was Volume 1.
Or Origins Volume 1, and I think he has more than one cover on this album, if I'm not mistaken. I'm trying to bring it up right now. Yeah, White Room. Was it all? Yeah, it was all covers. Yeah. That's right. Cream, the Rolling Stones, Jimi Hendrix, Free, Thin Lizzy, Zeppelin, the Trogs, of course, you just heard. He does a remake of Kiss, and Kiss, the Kinks, and Steppenwolf on the Origins Volume 1.
I have it somewhere. I haven't listened to it.
Yeah, I have it. That's the only song I pulled off of it.
Yeah.
It is what it is. So, anyway, I'm losing things to talk about. There's nothing really going on, and I've been looking through the internet here to see if there was... Def Leppard has a new CD, a new live CD coming out February 10th.
They always put on a good live show.
I've never seen Def Leppard in concert. It's one band I've never seen in concert.
I've seen them 3 times. I've seen them, saw them once back on the Adrenalized tour.
It must have been a memorable show since you can't.
Well, I've killed a lot of brain cells since those days.
Isn't Kix coming locally, or are they already here? Aren't they here like on the 17th or something?
Man.
No?
You're just... Why? What is it about me liking the band Kix?
No, I thought weren't
you
they?
hate?
I don't hate. I'm asking you a serious question. Were they in concert lately? Weren't they up at Penn's Peak?
Not that I'm aware of.
It was Slaughter. That's who's coming.
Slaughter.
I'm sorry, Slaughter.
Yeah. Next Saturday night, it's Slaughter.
Oh my God, you're so testy about your Kix.
It's Slaughter, aka the Vince Neil band, and
you notice how upset he gets that I mentioned Kix?
Is it Winger that's with them?
No, Winger's not with them.
Lynch Mob, that's it.
Lynch Mob. Okay. So it's the Vince Neil cover band and Lynch Mob.
Two semi-irrelevant.
I've always liked Slaughter, and Mark Slaughter was nice when he was. As long as they're nice and they do the interview with me, I have all the respect in the world.
I will say this for Slaughter, their drummer that they have now, because Blas Elias has left Slaughter and he's doing the Blue Man Group thing out in Vegas. The drummer that they have now, a guy by the name of Zoltan Chaney, is very, very entertaining on the drums. I saw him with the Vince Neil band down at Penn's Peak a couple years ago. He'll play catch with the audience with sticks and not lose a beat on the drums. He's thrashing around. If you're out there in near your computers, go to YouTube, look up Zoltan Chaney. He's amazing on the drums.
And Mike Tramp has another solo album coming out beginning of next year. He's been pumping them out one after another. So I'm sure I'll be getting Mike Tramp on the show because every time he puts an album out, he likes to come on. He's a cool guy, too.
I like that idea because every time he puts out an album and sends you a copy of it, you hand it off to me.
Well, Michael Sweet I had on last week, and his new album came out a little while back, and the album's name is slipping my mind right now. It's going to drive me crazy.
To the interwebs.
I want to... it's One-Sided War, I believe it is. I think that's what's the name of the. I think that's the name of the new album he has out. Yeah, One-Sided War. There's a great song on it called Radio. It's like making fun of country music. And Michael Sweet.
I'm down for anything that makes fun of country music.
Michael Sweet is up there with Mark Gus Scott for me because Michael Sweet has. There's never a time with that guy that I could call him and say, could you do an interview? Never a problem. Right away, absolutely. I'll do it with you whenever you need me. He is the nicest guy you'd ever want to talk to.
I've known Gus Scott for about 20, 25 years, and he's the nicest guy in the world.
And they're both high. Michael Sweet's album did well. It would hit number 77 on a Billboard chart, but it was the number 1 Christian album, number 1 hard rock album, number 6 independent, and number 4 number 1 hard rock album, number 1 and number 4 rock album. So it did very well. It's a really good album.
Yeah,
Michael.
I have to admit that growing up listening to the 80s when this music was big, I never thought that rock and religion would mix.
The new album, the thing is, it's not even a Christian rock album.
But I mean, they don't beat you over their head with their views. If you're into what they're into, that's cool. If you just want to listen to good music, that's cool too. I mean, they're an amazing bunch of musicians, Stryper, and I kind of wish that I'd gotten into them a little earlier.
And to hell with the devil, the 30th anniversary tour is going on. If you missed the interview last week, I have the latest interview with Michael Sweet on the website, decadeswithjoeykramer.com, also on my Facebook. It's a great interview. He's a great guy, and he'll be on the show again. He's constantly working, always doing something. And we got more Decades, more Hairspray at 8 coming up next. These 2 hours are just flying by. Stay with us.
And still, no punches thrown.
Absolutely. It's Decades on Total Reach Radio. We will be right back. Hang on.
This is Hairspray at 8 with Joe E. Kramer. Turn it up.
Now won't you take me down
is Hairspray at 8.
The biggest hits, 105 The River. Can't stand the
Radio. This is Decades Hairspray, an 8 special 2-hour edition this week, which we do every once in a while because nobody can get enough hairspray.
Absolutely not.
Or Joey Kramer. Either one. I'm not sure.
Wow. I was going to go with the hairspray.
We'll be doing another 2-hour hairspray. I don't know. It's gonna be tough now because we're getting into the Christmas season. Do you believe next week is already the Saturday before Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
It just doesn't seem. We've actually had a fall this year where it's in the 50s and didn't go from 80 degrees to 20 degrees. But it's 6 weeks today till Christmas Eve. 6 weeks. So we got the 19th, we got next Saturday.
Oh, so we're doing a Christmas Eve show this year.
No, I don't work on Christmas Eve. You want my family to kill me? It's all Christmas on the river on Christmas Eve, but there's no Decades on the actual night. We have the 19th. I'm thinking on the 26th, we're going to have Lorraine Lewis in here from Femme Fatale. We're going to do a Decades Artist Spotlight. And then we have a lot of singing with the Sam coming up. Me and my Sam are going to be doing a lot of Christmas tunes throughout the holidays. You should come up one day at 10 o'clock and you could sing with us. I got a killer version of the 12 Days of Christmas we're going to do.
Is it better than the 12 Pains of Christmas?
We'll give you a day to sing. It's all good. The next song we're doing probably next week is going to be Walk Like an Egyptian, I'm thinking. We did what did we do a couple weeks ago? We did a killer version of it, though. The Monster Mash was great.
All I know.
It's the Monster Mash. It was great.
You can't screw that up. That's a great song. But all I know is I will never, ever, ever want to hear the two of you sing Journey again.
Yeah, that was terrible. But I did a killer version of Pour Some Sugar on Me. I was very happy with that. The 24th is a Saturday this week, so there'll be no Decades on Christmas Eve. The Christmas show will be on December 17th. Johnny Mathis will join us again. He's 81 years old. He is a fantastic guy.
One of the nicest guys in music.
It's not Christmas without Johnny Mathis.
Amen.
And he even sings to me. He sang a little sleigh ride on the interview. Sorry, this is what I have left to be happy about. Johnny Mathis singing to me. Go ahead, say something. If the guy from Kix was singing to you, you'd be pretty.
I love this song.
Rattlesnake Kisses. It's Hairspray at 8. This is Decades on Total Reach Radio.
It's the boys that make them die. Get what you want in the wink of an eye. And you know the art of breaking hearts. Blowing vicious kisses in the dark. Like a black widow in the maiden kill. While we were making out, you were making out my will. It's like a rattlesnake. Missing you was my mistake. Kiss me and I'll start to shake, shake, shake. You're killing me with those rattlesnake kisses, knocking me out with those poison lullabies. Scorpion and sting, I need a rattlesnake kisses. Kiss the poison, make 'em die. It's all love from the cat house. You're a big feline, am I a man or a mouse? This attraction's fatal. Nothing else can be the same, girl. I can see your fangs when you're licking your lips. Sailing along, you're on a sinking ship. It's like a rattlesnake. Missing you was my mistake. Kiss me and I'll start to shake, shake, shake. You're killing me with those rattlesnake kisses, knocking me out with those poison lullabies. Scorpion sting, I need the rattlesnake kisses. Kiss the boys and make 'em die. It's a matter of a love and death. No, it's not the crocodile tears that you cry. When you kiss me, you kill me. I'm talking about love. Rattlesnake kisses tonight. Kiss the boys and make 'em die. 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 Baby, you're killing me with those rattlesnake kisses and knocking me out with those poison lullabies. Scorpion sting, I need a rattlesnake kisses. Kiss the boys and make 'em die. Kiss the boys and make 'em die. Kiss the boys and make 'em die.
Remember when music was this good? This is Hairspray at 8 on Decades.
You can be seen as the streetwise religion, green the crown and the king. I
Wild Side. Motley Crue, 1988 on Hairspray at 8, a special 2-hour edition of Hairspray at 8. Man, that 2 hours just flew by. Rex Havoc is here.
Rex Havoc is here.
Rex Havoc is here. And I know a lot of people listen all over the place on the internet stream. Hang on a second. Oh.
But your internet stream is...
The stream is down tonight, so I'll make sure I put it on the Facebook page. On the Facebook. I sound like an old man saying that. The Facebook. And you can listen to the podcast on Tuesday, commercial free.
Welcome to old age, buddy.
It'll be... Everything hurts. I was just saying that.
Just welcome to old age, buddy.
Besides my 81 reconstruction surgeries on my jaw, I'm like an old baseball player that just won't retire. My arm hurts from the surgery. My back hurts. My legs hurt.
At least you're still here. I really wouldn't want to do this with anybody but you.
And we didn't even fight tonight. This
Not
wasn't
really.
very. I got to say something mean now. What am I going to make fun of?
I don't know.
I don't like your hat.
I don't like you. I don't like your. You know, for all the stuff he gives me about like wearing a Kicks hat, he's got a Kicks T-shirt on.
Yeah, I got a Kicks. I don't think I own. The only rock T-shirt I have is a Kiss one, and my daughter took all those.
What is it you always tell me, Joey?
What? The Theater of the Mind?
Theater of the Mind.
Yeah, I don't. If I had a Kick shirt, I might wear it, but I don't have a Kick shirt. I found an old Guns N' Roses shirt though that I must have got at the concert when they were at Pocono Downs back in 1988 or whatever it was.
I think it was 88.
It was in a bunch of clothes my mother had up in the attic, and I was going through different stuff, and there it was, my Guns N' Roses shirt.
Does it still fit?
I don't think I ever wore it.
Does it still fit?
It's a large. I don't like stuff really. I like wearing everything big.
Yeah.
I get yelled. My wife yells at me all the time because I'll buy my clothes all big.
You know,
I wouldn't wear it just because I just don't like the way it.
Listen, if that's an original Guns N' Roses shirt.
Maybe I'll sell it on.
I was gonna say. You could probably get good money for it on eBay.
And Christmas 6 weeks away. Christmas Eve, the Nintendo was released yesterday. The retro Nintendo.
Oh yeah.
It's like the hottest thing out there.
It's like sold out everywhere.
I know. I've been looking. I told my wife. I said, "This is what I want for Christmas. I don't care how you get it, what you have to do. It doesn't make a difference. I want that Nintendo thing. Everywhere you go, though, it's sold out. I know one place had it.
It's not that expensive either.
It's only $79.
Yeah, it's not bad.
But then I went on eBay and people are selling it for $379, and it's the Tickle Me Elmo. It's this year's Tickle Me Elmo.
Okay.
I mean that's the big thing. But Amazon did say they're going to have more in stock. Whether they do or not, I will pay. I mean, I told my wife, I said I'll pay up to $200 for it if we have to. She didn't like that idea at all. So I don't think it's going to happen. I'll be getting it in February.
I'm telling you should. If that's an original Guns N' Roses shirt, you should sell it on eBay.
I'll put my original Guns N' Roses shirt on eBay.
Did you ever? Speaking of band shirts like that, did you ever see that video? It's a Def Leppard song. I think it's called Now. It follows a Def Leppard T-shirt through the years.
Oh, where it goes?
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool.
I can tell you where this one went. It went from my drawer to the attic.
Yeah,
and that's where it's probably been since I got married in 1995, and I lived at home until then. So it's been there for 22 years.
The girl buys it at the concert. It gets stolen by her brother. It gets stolen from the pool where he's at, and it gets passed around. And she finally buys it again years later at a vintage store. She winds up buying her own T-shirt back. It's pretty fun.
I probably have records out there like that.
Probably.
Once in a while, my sisters will say, "We used to have this Andy Gibb record. Where did it go?" And yes, I have the Andy Gibb record. It's on my ceiling because I was through the years DJing and everything. I got a lot of duplicates, and I have thousands of albums. So I actually took the covers and they make up the ceiling in my studio in my house. So I have all vinyl album covers on my ceiling.
That sounds like an actually pretty cool idea.
It worked out well because instead of I needed a new ceiling block to crack, so I got a lot of my vinyls, especially my doubles, and they take up the whole ceiling.
That's actually a pretty good idea.
So I jam a couple staples up there and they're good to go.
Man, wow,
it's an idea.
Joey had a good idea.
I know, believe it or not. All right, that's gonna do it for Hairspray at 8. Rex Havoc. Good job.
It's been fun coming
Thumbs up.
fun coming up here, hanging out with y'all. I wish we could have had everybody around the world listening to us.
Oh, they will. On Tuesday, go to decadeswithjoeykramer.com and you can listen to the podcast. Also, 105 The River, and you'll be back in a couple weeks. Next week, we are going to have Hairspray at 8. It'll just be 1 hour. So back to the regular music, as they say, coming up in a couple minutes. This is Decades on Total Reach Radio, 105 The River, 104.9 and 100.7 FM, 1340 AM around the world at 105theriver.net. Decades with JoeyKramer.com, the Radio Bolt app for iPhone and Android. Say goodbye, Havoc.
Goodbye, Havoc.
This is the sound of the 80s generation on WWRR Scranton Wilkes-Barre.
Hi, this is Marcus Thompson from Timex Social Club.
Look at all these rumors surrounding me every day. I just need some time to get away.
Hey, this is Vicki Peterson of the Bangles.
Just another manic Monday. Wish it was Sunday.
Hey, this is Paul Robb from Information Society.
I want to know what you're thinking. There are some things you can't hide. I want to know what you're feeling. Tell me what's on your mind.
And you're listening to Decades.
You are listening to Decades.
And you're listening to Decades with Joey Kramer.
Decades with Joe E. Kramer. Only on 105 The River.
As we roll 5 full hours of retro radio every single Saturday night, we are live inside Mohegan Sun Pocono here in good old northeastern Pennsylvania. Hope you're having a good one. Enjoyed 2 hours of Hairspray at 8. Well, we got 2 more hours left. All the music from the 80s and 90s. And strange but true, times 2.
I've got the room upstairs from you. It's a room without you. But all that could change if I just get through. Oh, to you and I keep my feelings to myself. I've never reached for someone else. But lately I'm thinking how cold
on air, online, and on your mobile device. Decades is everywhere. 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 Everywhere.
Is it my turn to wish you were lying here? I tend to dream you when I'm not sleeping. Is it my turn to fictionize my world, or even imagine your emotions? Tell myself anything. Yeah. Is it my turn to hold you by your hands? Tell you I love you when you not hear me. Is it my turn to totally understand, to watch you walk out of my life and not do a damn thing? Whoa. If I became aware of the feeling that I feel, yeah. If I decide to fall, whatever, baby, whatever, baby. Take apart all that I am, for anything that I would not do. Since I die without you, yeah, baby. Since I die without you, since I die without you. Oh, I apologize for all the things I've done. Now I'm underwater and I'm drowning. Oh, yeah. Is it my turn to be the one to cry? Isn't it amazing how some things completely turn around? Oh, so take every little piece of my heart, yeah. Take every little piece of my soul, yeah. Every little bit piece of my mind, 'cause if you're gone inside, I die without you. Whatever, baby, whatever, baby. If I have to take apart all that I am, is there anything that I would not do? Since I die without you, since I die without you, since I die without you, die without you. Since I die without you, 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 die without you.
Total Reach Radio, this is Decades. Joe E. Kramer. We keep on losing one after another from the 80s and 90s. Of course, Pete Burns and Dead or Alive, we lost a few weeks ago. That is PM Dawn. They're from Jersey City, New Jersey. And Altrell Cortez, who is the voice of PM Dawn. Great songs over the years he gave us. He was only, I believe, 48 years old, if I'm not mistaken. So we're losing him quickly. All part of my childhood. 46 years old, by the way. Callaway, I want to be rich on Decades.
Cash, cold, that's what I need.
Decades with Joe E. Kramer. And another lost track from the 80s.
Mother's got a hairdo to be done. She says they're too old for toys. Stood by the bus stop with a felt pen in this suburban hell. And in the distance, a police car to break the suburban spell. Let's take a ride and run with the dogs tonight. In suburbia, you can't hide. Run with the dogs tonight. In suburbia, break a window by the town hall. Listen, a siren screams. There in the distance, like a roll call of all the suburban dreams. Let's take a ride and run with the dogs tonight. In suburbia, you can't hide. Run with the dogs tonight. In suburbia. This is the hour of need. Where's a policeman when you need one to blame the color TV? Let's take a ride and run with the dogs tonight. In suburbia, you can't hide. Run with the dogs tonight. In suburbia, in suburbia. Suburbia. Run with the dogs tonight. You can hide. Run with the dogs tonight. You can hide.
Tunnel Reach Radio, this is Decades. That is the Pet Shop Boys. That was 1985, 1986. The album was actually, they're one of the most successful bands of all time. In the UK, Guinness Book of World Records, 3-time Brit Award winner, 6-time Grammy nominees, and since, I think it was like 1985, top 30 singles. They've had 22 top 10s. And they have sold over 60 million albums. Their album that they had out this year was called Super. And it went double platinum in the UK. Very successful. They're kind of like the Hall & Oates of the UK. That's how successful they were. Their Suburbia, which was a remix, not the actual album version that they went on to release as a single here in the US. All right, we got more Decades coming up. Don't go anywhere. Lots of cool music, 80s, 90s, and more, of course. We are live everywhere around the world at 105theriver.net, Decades with JoeyKramer.com, the Radio Bold app for iPhone and Android, and of course, on 105 The River, 104.9 and 100.7 FM, 1340 AM. We will be right back. Hang on.
Decades with Joe E. Kramer. Turn it up.
Chaka Khan, Chaka Khan, Chaka Khan, Chaka Khan, Chaka Khan. Let me rock it, Chaka Khan. Let me rock it, that's all I wanna do. Chaka Khan, let me rock it, Chaka Khan. Let me rock it, let me feel for you. Chaka Khan, what you tell me what you wanna do? Do you feel for me the way I feel for you? Chaka Khan, let me tell you what I wanna do. I wanna love you, wanna hug you, wanna squeeze you too. And let me take it in my arms, let me feel you with my charm, Chaka. Cause you know that I'm the one to keep you warm, Chaka. I make it more than just a physical dream. I wanna rock you, Chaka, baby, cause you make me wanna scream. Let me rock it, rock it. All I wanna do, Chaka Khan. Let me rock it, Chaka Khan. Let me rock it, cause I feel for you, feel for you. You wanna hug, you wanna squeeze you too. So let me take it in my arm, let me feel you with my charm, Chaka. Cause you know that I'm the one to keep you warm, Chaka. I make it more than just a physical dream. I wanna rock you, Chaka, cause you make me wanna scream. Feel for you.
This is the sound of the 80s generation. Decades with Joe E. Kramer.
I just can't resist. It brings me back to my senior prom. I always say this, I know. Honeymoon suite, slow dance, what does it take?
The two of us are one of a kind. Our combination ain't easy to find. Why do I get a feeling from you? Things ain't right. Do you need something new? Knowing how both of us live leaves us so little to give. If I could grow wings, I would do anything just to keep you with me. Can't you see? If I could fly high, I would give you the sky. Don't you make that mistake. What does it take? It's not like I've been mean to you. It's not like I got something better to do. The life I live, you'll never understand. If you fly with me, we'd never have to land. It's easy to live hard and fast, but inside we know it won't last. If I could grow wings, I would do anything just to keep you with me. Can't you see? If I could fly high, I would give you the sky. Don't you make that mistake. Is that mistake? 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 Is that mistake?
Pardon me while I stop the music. I need to play with my Rubik's Cube. This is Decades with Joe E. Kramer.
They're the heroes for. In this day and age, who could ask for more? The crime wave is high, with muggings mysterious. All police and detectives are furious, cause they can't find the source of this lethally evil force. This is serious, so give me a quarter. I was a witness, get me a reporter. Call April O'Neil in on this case, and you better hurry up, there's no time to waste. We need help like quick on the double. Have pity on the city, man, it's in trouble. We need heroes like the Lone Ranger when Tonto came pronto, when there was danger. They didn't say we'd be there in half an hour, cause they displayed triple power. Reporter was hot on the trail, determined to put these crooks in jail. She spied the bad guys and saw what happened, but before she knew it, she fell in a trap and got caught. Yeah, she was all alone, with no friends and no phone. Now this was beyond her worst dreams, cause she was cornered by some wayward teens. Headed by Shredder, they were anything but good. Misguided on love, they called them the foot. They could terrorize and be angry youth, and they'd mug the people who needed proof. Then from out of the dark came an awesome sight, shouting cowabunga as they hit the ground. From the field of weeds, the heroes rescued the flower, cause they possessed turtle power.
When you stand for what you believe in, you find the strength to do what's right. That's turtle power.
On a half shell, they're on a mission. When there's a battle, got the enemy wishing that they stayed at home. Instead of fighting these ninja masters with moves like lightning, they were once normal, but now they're mutants. Splinter's the teacher, so they are the students. Leonardo, Michelangelo, and Donatello make up the team with one other fellow, Raphael. He's the leader of the group, transformed from the norm by the nuclear goop. Pizza's the food that's sure to please. These ninjas are into pepperoni and cheese. Back to the story, it's not hard to find. Ninjas not just of the body, but of the mind. Those were the words that the master instructed, but a letter from Shredder had Splinter abducted. That was the last straw, spring into action. Step on the foot, now they're gonna lose traction. Now this is for real, so you fight for justice. Your shell is hard, so you shout, they can't dust us off like some old coffee table. Since you've been born, you've been willing and able to defeat the snake, protect the weak, fight for rights and your freedom to speak. Now the villain is chilling, so you make a stand. Back to the wall, put your sword in your hand. Remember the words of your teacher, your master. Evil moves fast, but good moves faster than light. Shining for your illumination. Good versus evil equals confrontation. So when you're in trouble, don't give in and go sour. Try to rely on your triple power.
Total Reach Radio, this is Decades. Around the world at 105theriver.net, Decades with JoeyKramer.com. The original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the rap group, as they were known, the Partners in Crime, went top 10 with Turtle Power. That is a true story. That song used to play on the radio all the time. Gotta love it. The 1990s and their overproduced dance music, but a wonderful woman had her on the show about a year ago. CeCe Peniston, finally, the rap remix. It is Decades.
And curves came into my life and now it's real. I never knew that I would find the time. Before you, I thought love was blind and my life was coasting. Now my emotion too strong for words, just set for devotion. A potion made from mutual attraction. True love, the chemical reaction, and my actions reflect those of a way to making this a better love. A never-ending blend like man and wife. Flavorful to my life like the spice. I love me to death, give my pigment of perfection. My one and only source of affection. So I'm putting all games behind me. I've been looking for the key to love, and I found it finally.
This is Decades with Joe E. Kramer. Want to hear more?
When I'm out walking, I strut my stuff, and I'm so strung out. I'm high as a kite, I just might stop to check you out. Let me go on, like I blister in the sun. Let me go on. Big hands, I know you're the one. Body and beats, I stain my sheets, I don't even know why. My girlfriend, she's at the end, she is starting to cry. Let me go on, like I blister in the sun. Let me go on. Big hands, I know you're the one. When I'm out walking, I strut my stuff, and I'm so strung out. I'm high as a kite, I just might stop to check you out. When I'm out walking, I strut my stuff, and I'm so strung out. And I'm high as a kite, I just might stop to check you out. Body and beats, I stain my sheets, I don't even know why. My girlfriend, she's at the end, she is starting to cry. When I'm walking, stop, and I'm so strung out. I'm high as a kite, I just might stop to check you out. Let me go on, like I blister in the sun. Let me go on. Big hands, I know you're the one.
Son of Reach Radio, this is Decades Violent Femmes. Blister in the Sun, 1983, 1985, 1988. It just kept on coming back. And Veterans Day, of course, we celebrated on Friday. And I try to play this song a lot during these holidays, whether it's July 4th, Veterans Day, Memorial Day. It's a it's a beautiful song. It really is. Eddie Money put it out about 4 years ago. It's called One More Soldier Coming Home, right here on Decades.
I heard the news today, you're finally coming home. You've been gone for way too long. When you went off to war, know what you went there for. You fought to keep our country strong, but you didn't see it coming. When you hit that battlefield running, one more soldier gone in heaven tonight. One more hero by the dawn's early light. We salute you 21 gun lock and load. One more soldier coming home. Mama always said that you'd become a man. Why'd you have to go away? Your daddy would be proud if he were here today. Like you, he chose the soldier's way. All your friends are gathered round you, and your comrades, they salute you. Man, one more soldier got in heaven tonight. One more hero by the dawn's early light. We salute you. 21 gun lock and load. One more soldier coming home. Flags are at half-mast as they take you to your resting place. There's not a dry eye in the church, but there's still hope in your daughter's face. Hate to say it, but there's one more soldier got in heaven tonight. One more hero by the dawn's early light. We salute you. 21 gun lock and load. One more soldier's coming home. I heard the news today. You're finally coming home.
Total Reach Radio, this is Decades. That is Eddie Money. That song, I just love that song. He was on the show about 2 years ago. One more soldier coming home with Veterans Day happening on Friday. And, you know, it's basically about getting in as many soldiers coming home as we possibly can. And not all of them come home, you know, as horrible as it is. A lot of them don't come home alive. And he donated all the money for that to the Wounded Warriors Fund, and that's why it makes me so mad when I see people burning flags and disrespecting stuff like that, because so many people have lost their lives defending this country and making it as great as it is. And, you know, I personally thank you for doing all that, and that's what Veterans Day is all about. So thank a veteran, not only on Veterans Day, but every single day, because it's because of them that we have the freedoms that we have. So leave it at that. No political stuff on this show. All right, we got more Decades coming up. We got one more hour left. If you missed any part of the show tonight, I know we had a little streaming problem. Don't forget, you could always hear the repeat of this show at our website for the podcast, decadeswithjoekramer.com. Check it out. Link it from 105 The River or the Decades Facebook page. And 2 hours of Hairspray. You don't want to miss that. Me and Rex Havoc always have a good time doing that. So we get into the 11 o'clock hour. A lot more show left. Do not go anywhere. Turn it up. Make your neighbors hear it and tell everybody about Decades. A lot of cool music coming up. Prince, we got in there. We're going to do the DJ Jazzy Jeff. We're going to try to get the Outfield in there. And even a song by local band Cinch with Jimmy Harden that wasn't Where Are You Now, but it was from the Get the Feelin' album. Straight ahead, right here on Decades.
This is the sound of the 80s generation on WWRR Scranton Wilkes-Barre.
Hey, Michael Monroe here. Hey, you guys, want to watch?
Hi, this is Billy Vera.
What
did you think I would do at this moment?
You are listening to Joey Kramer on Decades. You're listening to Decades with Joey Kramer.
You're listening to Decades with Joey Kramer.
Decades with Joe E. Kramer. Only on 105 The River.
All right, 5 full hours of retro radio and Prince and the Revolution.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to get through this thing called life. Electric word, life, it means forever, and that's a mighty long time. But I'm here to tell you, there's something else. The afterworld. A world of never-ending happiness. You can always see the sun, day or night. So when you call up that shrink in Beverly Hills, you know the one, doctor, everything will be alright. Instead of asking how much of your time is left, ask him how much of your mind, baby. Cause in this life, things are much harder than in the afterworld. This life, you're on your own. And if the elevator tries to break you down, go crazy, punch a higher floor. You're living in. Take a look around. At least you got friends. I call my old lady for a friendly word. She picked up the phone, dropped it on the floor. That's all I heard. I'm not gonna let the elevator break us down. Oh no, let's go crazy. Let's get nuts. Let's look for the purple banana till they put us in the truck. Let's go. I'm excited. Don't know why. Maybe it's 'cause we're all gonna die. When we do, what's it all for? Better live now before the people come knocking on your door. Tell me, gonna let the elevator break us down. Oh no, let's go crazy. Let's get nuts. Look for a purple banana till they put us in the trouble. Let's go. Come on, baby. Let's get nuts. Yeah. Let's go crazy. Gonna let the elevator break us down. Oh no, let's go crazy. I said let's go crazy. Let's go. Everything will be alright. Make everything go wrong. Feels and without the feels they'll get tough trouble. He's coming. He's coming.
This is Decades with Joe E. Kramer.
I'm not the one. Show you how I feel inside. I'm not the one to say how much I care. Every time you cry, I cry just a little bit, cry just a little bit. When you say goodbye, I cry just a little bit, cry just a little bit more. I know it's late. I guess I should have called today. I know you're tired of waiting by the phone. I know you said you just don't know how long you'll wait. I know that you can live your life alone. Every time you cry, I cry just a little bit, cry just a little bit. When you say goodbye, I cry just a little bit, cry just a little bit more. In a world where there's no one to turn to. In a world where you think there's no one but you. You call my name, and I know that I'll be there. Every time you cry, I cry just a little bit, cry just a little bit. When you say goodbye, I cry just a little bit, cry just a little bit. Every time you cry, I cry just a little bit, cry just a little bit. When you say goodbye, I cry just a little bit, cry just a little bit more.
Total Reach Radio, the outfield. Every time you cry from Play Deep. Right here on Decades.
You're into decades.
As we roll 5 full hours of retro radio every single Saturday night, live inside Mohegan Sun Pocono, online everywhere, 105theriver.net. Decades with JoeyKramer.com in Northeast Pennsylvania. We are on the one, the only 105 The River, 104.9 and 100.7 FM. From the Footloose soundtrack, Moving Pictures. This is what he did the dance to. Never. It's Decades on Total Reach Radio.
Feel your heart, it's beating time with mine. Yeah, but love is on the line. He holds you down, but I know you want to run. Well, your heart loaded like a gun. Oh, you feel
It's Joe E. Kramer with Decades.
Northeast PA's 105 The River.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo. I'm just a telephone call away. You can pick it up and call me any day, and I'ma listen to all you got to say, cause I'm the type of man who never turn a woman away. Think of this as an invitation, your heart to mine in a conversation. So when things get a little too much to bear, like the Jackson 5, I'll be there. Just call me up on the telephone. Call me up when you're all alone, and I'll give you a verbal massage until your man gets home. Or if you want to, you know what you could do? Well, you could always hop in your car and you can come and ring my bell. Cry, tear after tear, while this guy plays you like your life is a game. I seen his type and they're all the same. Breaking your heart without a care. Girl, if I was in your shoes, he'd be out of there. Your man is whack, good for nothing but flack. I tell him to pack and hit the road, Jack. Who loves you, baby? I do. You know he doesn't care about you. Let him go. Where's he at now? You don't know. Laying up under some hold up. Wait, just let me chill. No need for me to get ill. Cause yo, I'm the best, but yo, time will tell. But I'll be here, so ring my bell. This sounds like a fairy tale, but this ain't no children's book. I'm here for you to take me, dear. Just open your eyes and look at what the future holds for you. And if you lunge, then you might ruin something great. Don't make a big mistake. Pay attention to what you're doing. Life is full of pitfalls, ups and downs. It's sort of a mission. Now you're on a rocky road, but you can get off. Just make that decision that you want someone to love you, adore you, and hold you and treat you well. So when you're ready to be treated that way, baby, you can ring my bell.
Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. 1991, Home Base was the name of their album. That was their last big album. There's been so many talks about them getting back together. Who knows? I mean, the Will Smith movies haven't been doing as well as they used to, have they? 1991 was the year, and I'm just looking back here since I haven't done a top 9 in a while. Maybe next Saturday night we'll do a top 9. World Series champions in 1991, the Minnesota Twins. Super Bowl champions, the Jersey Giants. The NBA champions, Chicago Bulls. Stanley Cup champs, Pittsburgh Penguins. How about that? The NCAA football champs. There was a tie that year. Miami and Washington were declared national champions. I believe that was the last time there was a tie. Miami and Washington, national champions. Duke, looking at men's basketball started, and so is women's basketball, which I follow more than men's. but Duke was the national champions in basketball that year. So who knows what will happen? The big things that year, I'm just looking back here just to see what was going on as far as the movies. The movies were pretty good in 1991. My page keeps on freezing. Top movies that year: Terminator 2, Judgment Day, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, Beauty and the Beast, Silence of the Lambs. Remember, Hello, Clarice. City Slickers, Hook, The Addams Family, Sleeping with the Enemy, Father of the Bride, Naked Gun 2.5. And the movies that are the TV show 60 Minutes, which was #1 for years. Roseanne, Murphy Brown, Cheers, Home Improvement, Designing Women, Full House, Murder, She Wrote, Major Dad, and Coach were all the big TV shows in 1991. The same year that DJ Jazzy Jeff and the French Prince hit the top 10 with Ring My Bell. All right, we're almost done for another Saturday night. It's fun as always. Always is. And don't forget to check out the podcast on Tuesday, Decades with JoeEKramer.com. I'll link you to Spreaker, and you can hear the show commercial-free. We're going to wrap things up next right here. It's Decades every Saturday night on Total Reach Radio. Hang on.
Decades with Joe E. Kramer. Turn it up.
Shot right through with a bolt of blue. It's no problem of mine, but it's a problem I find living
Decades with Joe E. Kramer sounds like this.
Check in when they listen to the podcast during the week from all over the world, and I do mean all over the world. Philippines, United Kingdom, Australia, Italy, Canada, Mexico, and a couple of the cities that were checking in this week: San Francisco, California, Metairie, Louisiana, Wilmington, Maine. I hope I'm getting some of these right, because I don't know all my abbreviations for my state, so I'm taking a shot at it. East Point, I believe that's, I want to say it's Minnesota. I'm not sure. I got to memorize all these. Maybe I should do that. Toronto, Canada, Oak Harbor, Washington, Fernandina Beach in Florida, and Marysville, Washington. Thank you so much for listening, whether it's live tonight or on a podcast. I do appreciate it. From American Anthem, Mitch Gaylord, Andy Taylor, and Take It Easy.
Blasting out the hits.
The Master Blaster.
This is Decades with Joe E. Kramer.
Are you ready, boy? Here I come. Catch me. I'm falling. You came into my life. The look in your eyes took me by surprise. It's you and nobody else. The love has made me so blind I can't see. I am just standing heaven above. So catch me down, baby. Hold on to my love. Catch me, I'm falling. Catch me now, I'm falling. Catch me, I'm falling. Catch me now, I'm falling. Falling in love, two hearts beating in time. Rhythm as one. I'm yours, you are mine. To you, I surrender myself. Each night, every day, always feeling this way. Falling in motion, as though I had wings. Your sweet love and devotion, baby, it's magic, magical thing. Catch me, I'm falling. Catch me now, I'm falling. Oh, oh, oh. Catch me, I'm falling. Catch me now, I'm falling. Falling in
Decades with Joe E. Kramer. And another lost track from the 80s.
You know, I had to play this song. It was one of my favorites from a local band called Sid and Jimmy Harness. Only for the Night. I know you remember it if you're from the Wilkes-Barre, Scranton area. It's on Decades.
She's got my head spinning around, so I don't even think I know where I am. Even when she took my hand, now it was wrong, but I didn't give a damn. She needed someone to make her
Pennsylvania. Born and raised in Plymouth was Jimmy Harden. Lou Butwin, Dave Abraham, James Donnelly, Chuck Yarmy together. They made Cinch, and Get the Feelin' was the name of that album that was out here in 1984. And they had a lot of cool songs. Give This Love Another Try. Don't Stop Believin' was one of the songs. Of course, Where Are You Now? And The Game. Yeah, I was a Cinch fan. He's now he was part of Capitol Records and now Big Machine Records. He was becoming president of a new label, Republic Nashville, which include the Florida Georgia Line, Taylor Swift, all those big country bands. So there you go. There's your update on Jimmy Harden. Only for the Night. Very hard song to locate, by the way. That's another one right off of vinyl. And that's going to do it for another edition of Decades. Got to thank Rex Havoc for joining me for a 2-hour edition of Hairspray at 8. As always a great time. And we really didn't pick on each other tonight. So podcast up on Tuesday. Do not forget to check that out. Commercial free, of course, at the website. You go there, go to Facebook, like Decades on Facebook. Decades with Joe E. Kramer. Remember the E. It's an E, not a Y. Have yourself a great week. Next Saturday night, we'll do another Top 9 at 9 Back in Time. And in 2 weeks, Lorraine Lewis from Femme Fatale. This is Decades. Every Saturday night, we are live on 105 The River, 104.9 and 100.7 FM, 1340 AM and around the world at 105theriver.net, Decades with JoeEKramer.com, and don't forget to join us with the Radio Bolt app. You can download that for your iPhone or Android device and take us everywhere. Have a great week. I will talk to you next Saturday night. Will it be the Saturday before Thanksgiving? Let that sink in. Have a good one.